Hey guys, my name's Luke Acacia from the Streamers Forum and 7string.org. First few things, we're going to talk about what to drink and then a few quick warm-ups. I sing for a band called Carillion. I've done that for a few years now. I used to sing in a band called Thane of Cawdor. Most of it's kind of like black metal, kind of like poetry stuff. Anyway, I play guitar in a band called Acacia as well. That's where my name comes from, not the guitar company. Alright, what to drink? Pretty much, I drink teas, iced tea, but I let it cool down. So I don't drink warm tea, because that just hurts me when I drink it too quickly, and then it tastes kind of crap when it cools down. But I drink just room temperature bottles of iced tea, like Lipton iced tea, or I don't know what you guys have in America. I drink that pretty much for everything I do for stage. I find it lubricates my throat pretty well. Without going into too much detail, it does well and it tastes really nice. So never drink anything cold. Cold stuff is your enemy. You don't want to warm your throat up and then cool it back down again. That's not what we're trying to do here. I've got the flu as well, so this is how to warm up with the flu. Alright, I start off with a lip roll. I tried to describe it in my post as some baby noise. You'll see what it is. This one is just to regulate your breathing. It's to just get a constant flow of air, a consistent flow of air through, instead of going up and down, It's just to kind of get it going out. It's actually pretty hard to do, as easy as it looks. To do it well and for a period of time, it's pretty hard. You breathe from your stomach. A lot of people, when they breathe, their chest goes up. That's incorrect. It's all about breathing and filling your lungs with air. So the lip roll is just like that, and you do that as long as you can actually do it. When you first start, you'll be spluttering and you'll be stopping a lot because it's hard to keep the air consistent. But as you'll notice, if you once you set the level of air coming out, if you drop a little bit, your lips will stop rolling, and the aim of the game is to try and keep it rolling. So that's the lip roll, the baby thing that I was talking about. I just do that for a long time, just to kind of just does something with my heart rate. It just slows everything down. It gets everything nice and even and consistent. You don't put too much tone to it. You're not like you just like you just do it for a little bit of you just put a tiny little bit of rumble in your throat when you're doing it, just to start moving things around. The next one is my ping or my sing. I was taught these by a singing teacher as well. These are all like singing techniques, but they transfer into screaming quite well. The ping. So it's like a siren. You try to imagine something coming around. So you'll say like, ping. You do it quiet and you get louder with it. When you're doing it right, you'll feel your teeth almost chatter. Like that, it just vibrates. You feel all of this vibrate, which is the goal. The next one is so you do that for as long as you pretty much can, really. I hold them all for probably longer than I should, and that's better than holding it for not as long as I should. The next one is the Zs. That's you pretty much sound like a snake. If you do it badly, it'll just be like, and that's doing nothing. You'll feel it's all about vibrating all these chords here. So the kind of way you do is you get the vibrate going, and then you just really like emphasize the zzz. So it's like zzz. You do that for ages. You'll feel it. It feels good. You'll know when you get it, because you'll feel everything moving and starting to loose up. I'll usually do that. Everything I've done so far is really quiet, and once you get to the Zs is when you start to get a bit more louder. So like always really pushing that hiss out of there. The next one is vowels. I start going through my vowels. Vowels are the strongest sounds that actually get. They're the most like articulated sounds, I guess you could say, that come out whenever you're doing your screams. So they're pretty simple. It's just like ah. You do that as long as you can. I usually do about 30 seconds, and then like as you know. When I do them twice each, so I'll do the whole set and then I'll do the whole set again, and you'll probably heard it then, but it kind of goes up and down. That means I haven't done my lip roll properly, meaning I haven't regulated my breathing and got a consistent space of air yet. And so I personally think the vowels are the single most important of every one of these exercises. They when you're doing them right, you'll feel it. They really move everything. The next one, scales, basic major scales. Ha 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 ha. Just basic scales, and then try a tone up. It's easy for me at band practice because we have a keyboardist, so my keyboardist can just sit there and do the scales for me, and I just match her. That's a lot easier. That's a good way to do it. You can do it with a guitar, but it just feels better with a piano, because I guess all my singing lessons have always been done with a teacher with a piano. And then I'll just do some humming. Just It's pretty much an exaggerated version of the ping. Instead of trying to do the like ping, you'll just hum as loud as you can for that whole time, and just gradually get quieter. And then once I'm pretty much finished for that, once you're finished with all that, you're ready to go. Sorry. After the humming, I then go back to my vowels. I always do my vowels last. I find they do me so well. And after the second time around when you do your vowels, even though you do them twice at first, so you could say the third time you do them, you'll feel how much more consistent the sound is. It'll feel like you're almost singing, instead of just making a noise. It'll be a consistent thing, but it's all about getting that order. Really gets like your breathing down, and then it warms up your vocal cords, and then your vowels get your tones going, and it does the warming up as well. Your scales help you with just a bit of melody and help you with the changing between everything. And the humming, as I think I said in my post somewhere, is all about like that kind of chills your voice. I do this before stage, and I probably do it about an hour and a half before I have to go on. Maybe an hour. I start doing it as soon as the band before us starts, and it does really well. And that way, by the time I'm finished, I've had a chance to drink my iced tea, my voice chills out again. Just before I go on stage, I'll just quickly do my Zs again. I'll quickly do my Zs, and I'll quickly do my humming again, just so that I'm fresh before I go on stage. You'll see dudes out the back in the room sometimes just screaming their tits off for 40 minutes before their set goes on, and that's just a fucking waste of time. It hurts your voice. It does nothing really beneficial for you except for wasting your scream. I was taught by a guy, a really good metal vocalist actually, that he saves his first scream for when he hits the stage. I don't do that personally. I'll let out a few little like rasps before, just to clear out any like phlegm or anything that's inside of me. But yeah, you don't really want to go over the top before you hit the stage. Now, this video is fucking long, so that's what I do before gigs, and recording, but before practice, I pretty much just do my lip rolls. That's the baby noise. I then do my ping, I do my Zs, and my vowels. I probably should do it all before practice, but 3 days of practice a week, you're not going to fucking sit there and do that shit all the time. It's just not really as practical. Someone's probably going to flame me for that, but it's not really what I do, so. Yeah, cool. Alright guys, I hope I did a good job. When I'm not sick, maybe one day I'll do a bit of a vocal demonstration for you. But as you can probably tell from my voice, or not really, because I'm Australian, you probably don't know what I sound like, but yeah, it's not what I am. Alright, have fun. I'll talk to you later.